Hey guys, it's Reim here. Welcome back to Chapter 2, Part C. This first fight is pretty easy. All you want to do is, when you first jump up here, jump straight forward and do an on-landing charge. You should almost always have enough time to charge a full UT. Now that wall right there is perfect to protect you against the archers, so stay behind it as much as you possibly can. Now that I've got the highest ninja's death staggered, I won't be facing two at once, just one before the other one gets down here. Okay, one more guy left. Now watch this. I'm going to try to do an OT on him. I don't even know if I get credit for it. Just push him right down. Now to get close to the archers, do that zigzag again, but end with a flying swallow. Really increase your jump distance, and it gives you iframes. Works great. You should develop that into a habit. The only downside is if you miss, you have a little bit of recovery, which they can hit you with. I love that 360Y. Can't wait to turn that to a full gleaming blade. Now don't do this. I thought I had enough time to charge a UT. I was wrong. What we should do is run back down to where you fought the first fight and ticket all the IS ninjas first. So what I'm going to try to do is ticket all the archers, and I'm going to fail at this. Now watch this. Coming right up, there's going to be an on-landing X. Right there. Almost always delimbs all your enemies around there. You can do OT after OT. Almost done. My life bar is pretty low, so it looks like this fight's about to be over really quickly. This whole chapter is going to be pretty much fought with a low health bar. Just wait to see a couple of the fights coming up. Okay, almost done. I'd love to do flying swallows against the archers, you can see. There we go. Now this next fight coming up, pretty simple, doing a Zuna drop right away. As soon as I drop down, a Zuna drop. You'll almost always be able to pull it off without getting hit. Guillotine, throw a couple people against the walls, and follow with an OT, and pretty much you know what to do. And unfortunately my guillotine throws are missing, so I had to, right there, so I had to improvise. Not too bad. One guy left, let's have a little bit of fun. I like to shuriken cancel because I missed. Alright, that's about the limit of my combo abilities. Yeah, I really suck at that. That chest right up there is blue essence. Looking at my health, I don't need it. I still have 3/4 of my health bar. So I'm going to save that for later. Run back down to the save point and save. Now make sure you use your saves wisely. There's nothing wrong with running back to old save points and saving a new save point for health later on. My first run, after pretty much every fight, I ran back and saved if the fight went well. If the fight did not go well, then I went on until I got to the next save. Okay, the next fight coming up is pretty easy. We're going to fall back on the spawn and charge technique, and it's going to work out pretty darn well. The only thing you have to be a little bit careful of is the archers in the windows. You don't have a chance of being able to attack them unless this is a new game plus run, so just jump past them really quick and they shouldn't hit you. Another thing I want to mention on it, and I will come back to it a little bit later, is don't look at this video and don't just try to straight copy it. What I'm trying to do is give you techniques that you can apply to a variety of different fights, let you decide which technique is best for you. Okay, now as soon as you step on the stairs, jump back, start charging. You should almost always get a UT out of it. If not, an ET is fine. I actually got lucky here because I killed both. Usually I kill one and delimb one. Okay, this next fight we're going to try the spawn and charge, but I'm going to fail at it, so I want you to watch where they... That's too soon. I want you to watch exactly where they spawn. It's that third step right up here, right when your foot hits it. Okay, now the other tactic I'm going to try to do is go back down to that alley, but I missed my jump. So now we're going to revert to the tried and true, get your health down to 0 health, and then start kicking some ass. So let's just, on purpose of course, get my health down. Okay, now we're set. Time to start. Okay, now I believe right there I was trying to do an OT. I always try to mash Y when I do an OT, and I happen to miss. Now that UT, that nicked a mage, which means he's probably limbed, which means I have to be very, very careful. So every attack I'm going to do is I'm going to try to go after that mage, but every time I try to attack him, he jumps underground. So always keep an eye out for a delimb mage because they are extremely dangerous. Another nice thing about fighting this fight down here is you have walls you can guillotine throw people against. And you've seen me do that a couple times. Now it's guard block right there, so I couldn't hit the mage. Couple guillotine throws, there we go. That serves you right, stupid mage, dodging all my attacks. Okay, fight's almost over with. After that first butt kicking I received, I managed to have done it no hurt. The key point out of this is the fight is not over until you say it is. Even if you have no health, keep on fighting because you never know what you're going to be able to do. Remember that chest with blue essence in there? Good thing we saved it because now it's a great time to use it. Oh, go back get it. There we go. Replenish my health. Not all the way, but enough. Now go back up to that chest, and I purposely avoid that chest on the first time through because sometimes it contains ghost fish. I'd actually prefer it to have ghost fish because you can do this. Hold Y and charge. They won't attack until you do. Get a UT, and you actually get more essence out of this than you will out of if the chest just had straight essence. Now go back down and save. I want to go back to the don't copy what I'm trying to do part. What I'm trying to do is give you a lot of different techniques you can apply to a variety of different fights. So watch what I'm doing, but don't try to copy the video verbatim because it's going to fail 99% of the time. When I was watching videos, I always tried to copy until I finally realized that I wasn't understanding what was happening. You know, the key is in the details. All the small details that you probably don't pick up on the video until you've done the fight several times. That's what makes the make or break the fight. Some of the stuff that looks so easy rely heavily on small little details. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to point out as many of the key details as I can during the fight in the short amount of time that the fight is. But watch very closely, watch why I'm doing stuff, and watch why things work and why things don't work to understand the details. Now the next fight is only 4 mages. That fight itself is pretty simple. The fight after that is 4 archers. That fight can get a little bit unpredictable because the archers can very easily juggle you. So what you want to do is run up these planks, jump into an on-landing charge, adjust the camera so the mages can't see you, and just release as soon as you see a mage. Whether it's an ET or a UT, it doesn't matter. Go ahead and kill him. Now try to stay away from the Zuna drops here because if you fall off the roof, that was a Y move, very effective. If you fall off the roof, the mages are going to respawn. No matter what happens, these mages will always respawn here. So if you want to use this fight for right there. I knew exactly what that mage was going to do when he popped up. So I knew I could dodge it. And right there I did a second flying swallow to stay on the roof. And that mage popped up. And instead of dodging, I decided to do a counterattack. But like I was saying, if you want to use this fight to respawn for essence, go ahead because this fight is designed to respawn. That